Action. It is the fastest working antidote for fear. And when you're thinking about sickness, there's two things you really care about in the medication that you take or the treatment that you take. Number one, efficacy. If it's not effective, it doesn't matter, and nothing else matters. But the second thing after efficacy is speed at which it functions. And so when you're looking at something that you're afraid of, as far as a leadership principle, it is good to know that this efficacious principle of action is also incredibly fast. And so if you think about it as an example, whatever it is that you're hesitant about doing, whether it's because of fear of interrelational conflict, or whether it's because of fear of having to face consequences of the things that are going to be ramifications of your action, whether it be from a hierarchical perspective that your boss may not like it, or that the person underneath you might push back on it, any number of things. So whatever it is that you're afraid to tackle, if you look at one of the things that we talked about previously was the $25,000 principle, which maybe should be updated to the $250,000 principle, that everybody needs to make a to-do list and prioritize that list and attack them in order of priority. Quite often you'll find that if you don't do that, the same tasks wind up getting put on your to-do list because you didn't get them done the day, the week, the month, the year before. You just don't get to them. And you allow busyness or getting other things done to give you an emotional or psychological excuse as to why you're not tackling the thing that's important. It's because you're afraid of it for one reason or another. Dislike, it could be something that's unpleasant, or it could be that you don't like the pushback you know you're going to get, but you know that it needs to be done. So this simple answer of do something about it may not really help very much with the emotional aspect, but it's that inertia that you have to overcome. Many times those things on your to-do list that you don't tackle is because you don't get started. It's not because of over complexity, it's not because of great difficulty, it's because of your personal dislike or fear of that action. Fear incapacitates. In fact, in the Greek, phobos is that which kind of nails your feet to the floor. You're unable to respond. And if you think about the response that people have of flight or fight or freeze, quite often, fear causes that freeze or flight response, when what you really need to target into is the fight response. You see, fear is actually your friend as long as it focuses your attention on something that matters. That's the purpose of fear. A grizzly bear huffing and puffing around your tent heightens fear, like the adrenaline starts rushing, your heart starts pounding, it's giving you an adrenaline rush to be able to deal with the situation at hand. But if instead you do nothing with it, the fear grows, it becomes almost this choking sort of thing where it incapacitates. But the purpose of fear is to focus your attention on the things that matter. So as soon as you notice that you're afraid of something, realize that what your body and your mind are doing is they're alerting you to something that really matters. And so what you need to do is to do something. And as soon as you get started, as soon as you start moving on an action path, whatever it may be, so long as you're addressing that thing that really matters, whether it be physically dangerous to your existence, as in a grizzly bear or a disease, or whether it could be occupationally important to you, as far as whether or not you're going to get a bad write-up or even getting fired, or whether it's a relational significance that you really need to address the elephant in the room with this person. Fear focuses your attention. But then if you don't act, it's going to incapacitate you. So what you need to do is tell yourself this thing really matters. Focus in on it. You generally know the action that needs to be taken, and then take that action. And if you don't know the action that needs to be taken, maybe that's what's causing your fear, then you know the action you need to do. You need to seek advice. Seek advice of someone you trust, but do something, because action is the single fastest antidote to fear.